Do you guys want to see a card trick? Because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a card trick. And we're capable of carrying a whole bunch of cards, and we got things that recharges us think faster. And we get them packed apparently immediately, which is alright. That's nice, that's cool. And we started off with the moon card, which means we can leave this place without trouble. And that gives us a little damage up, and a little bit of tear up, and a little bit of this and that. Gonna use our card to get a strength card, and this gonna be easy peasy. This is another one of those challenges which is not very difficult, but it's fun, and it does help that we immediately get the Devil Deal item on floor 1, obviously. But other than, like, normally speaking, this run isn't overly difficult either, so it's not all bad. I'll take the ladder. Why not take the ladder? We never take the ladder. We want to build a bridge between here and there. And will we be able to do so with this cursed maze going on? Or will we be trapped forever, trying to walk to the left somewhat? Who knows? Either way, we're going to push these guys out of those jars, and we're going to murder them immensely and efficiently with our powerful tears. At least we're starting off playing as Isaac, I believe, and our damage is reasonable because of that. And naturally, the pact is very nice as well. Fighting off the Widow, will we be able to survive? I'm gonna say probably yes, on account that he's not very good at jumping, but he tried, but failed, and I am victorious. I could explore the rest of this, but, well, we only need to go to the depths, I believe, and we might as well speed this up as much as possible. The reward for this challenge is alright. It's pretty fun, and I want it, so that's why we're doing this. High Priestess. Another strength card. I actually prefer that over High Priestess, I do believe. But I'm going to pick this up, see if there's enemies in here. There are not. There's a Devil Deal. Ooh, Abaddon. Abaddon. That might actually sort of change things a bit. Abaddon. When you pick it up, I believe you lose all of your red hearts, like red heart containers. But you do get 6 black hearts in return. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just change up everything. Who cares about cards when you can just do it like this? And now we have a whole bunch of that going on. Guppy's Paw. I'm going to keep with the Book of Belial so we can keep our Devil Deal chances to be a lot. And I like it to be a lot. But yeah, Abaddon also is a damage up, I do believe. And we are now dealing a reasonably large amount of damage with a reasonably large amount of tier rate. And we can carry around 2 cards, so we have 2 strength cards, which will also increase our damage if we wish, if we so desire. Might actually keep both strength cards until the mom fight, just because it can do some hilarious things. But we will see that when we get there. This will most likely not be the longest run, as the game is being kind to us this day. We've gotten to the point, I believe, where we're actually killing spiders in a single hit, and that does not happen quite frequently. That actually requires an oddly large amount of damage. Those little spiders have a reasonable amount of health. But we're being lucky. We're being strong. We're being powerful. And we're going to destroy some enemies with our Book of Belial. Right here. Fistula. Now, I could use it a second time, like the Book of Belial, but I don't believe that that actually adds more damage to the equation, so I won't. But, you know, it's a thing I could theoretically do, because we started off with the battery, which gives us a second charge if we charge it up a second time. Do I want that? Do I want that? I probably want that. I think I want that. I'm going to take that. Doesn't really matter all that much. All we have to worry about is reaching the end, and that is not going to take more than, like, what, 10 minutes? I'm just going to try to do this as quickly as possible. I just want to get the reward, and then we're over and done with. Look. Use our ladder to get past those things. They were very dangerous. If we had walked past those other sides, a hole might have opened up in the floor and taken us to the shale, and then we would be eaten by Satan, and that would have been bad. But fortunately, we had a ladder, and thus avoided that nasty situation entirely. And boop. There we go. This time I actually remembered to just open the chest first, instead of using a bomb myself. That would have been wasteful otherwise, but this time I was not wasteful. We didn't even get hit by the fire, so everything was okay. And then we got hit by a small explosion, and none of it mattered because we lost all of our health pretty much. But, you know, I'm willing to overlook that on the sole basis that we managed to save some health at some point. And that's good enough for me. Oh, this is a weird room. I don't think I've ever seen this room before. This is very odd. This is actually a perfect room for the ladder, thinking about it, because there's all these tiny holes which you can walk over with our little ladder, little bridge. The bridge we build is good enough to get to the other side. But will the skeleton agree with my statement? Because it seems that we will now forever be stuck, but we are not. Full card could be useful, but I want to use both of my strength cards for the final boss, and that shall happen this day. I must make it so, because I've randomly decided this is what I want to do. There is a thing you can do as well, where you have a Jera card, and you turn it into 4 strength cards that way, and it does even more funny, but that's probably not going to happen. Another strength card, wow. That's pretty ridiculous. Didn't expect to get this many strength cards, but there you go. I'm actually going to use one over here. It gives you 1 heart container for that room, which is pretty sweet. It's actually pretty good for like devil deals, because you can use a strength card and use that health container to effectively buy another item, which is pretty cool. But we not gonna do that. Actually, thinking about it, I should have just done that, but you know, I only thought about that after using it, and then I remembered, oh yeah, that's the health container majiggle working, but whatever. We're just gonna face tank through everything. Get this. There's probably gonna be a Krampus here, but yeah, there we go. The odds of Krampus are unfortunately fairly high once you've had a normal devil deal. But that's fine, because we are almighty. Cool, I'll take that. Mix-up tier is nice and big with the range we got. Well, our range is actually pretty terrible. But, you know, the mix-up tier is nice and big. And there's, you know, it's nice. I like nice things. And we got nice things going on. And with that, we're going to move forward. In the hopes that Mom is not hiding from us much longer. If we could get 2 Emperor cards randomly, then I'd probably just take those instead. But I'm going to say that's somewhat unlikely, that we're suddenly going to bump into 2 Emperor cards. But it would be nice. It would be nice. This is the build we have right now. It can probably defeat Mom, since we, I believe, only need to beat Mom's foot as well. So we can probably manage. We may need to buy some more soul hearts, but other than that, we should be okay. But our mushroom activates and tells us we might be going in the right direction. I'm not entirely sure, but it does look like it. But again, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see how much it's going to make us take detours. I wonder if there's actually a secret room underneath us here. Because there might be. No, that's a shame. That would have definitely been a shortcut, but 'twas not to be. 'Twas not to be. Could have probably looked for other secret rooms in the area, but nah, I don't care. And yeah, this is definitely not a potential area for a secret room, but I had to try. It could have saved so much time potentially, and it's only a single bum. And also, it's apparently also tied to that room, so my depth perception was off. It was not to be indeed. Can we get something cool? We got our bomb for a bomb. I wonder if this actually works. Like, well, that made that pointless, but I wonder if you could push a bomb far enough to the left that you could actually, like, blow the chest away from the scary spikes and pick it up that way. I'm just gonna stand over here and just destroy everyone that gets spawned. Hoping he doesn't spawn those 2 guys in front of him, but like he did like seconds ago, but he did, and now I am sad. But we managed to survive this tricky battle, and we can go forward and live another day. Now we're getting a lot of items from these devil deals. I'll take both, why not? I don't need devil deals anymore. I am satisfied with my devil deals shenanigans. Actually, the nail, I don't remember if the nail makes it bigger. I don't remember if it does that. Strength cards do, though. That's kind of fun. But yeah, one thing that I don't know if I ever mentioned about the nail, because we haven't gotten it that frequently yet. I don't think I'm bigger. But yeah, we haven't gotten it that frequently, but when you use it, I believe you gain a little bit of extra damage in that room, but you can also stomp over rocks, and that also includes these skulls. And obviously that's quite useful. And thanks to that 9-volt battery that we started off with, usually to make our cards thingy spawn more of the cards, this thing is going to be activated quite frequently. And that's quite nice, because it also gives you a soul heart every time you use it. And that's nice, isn't it? It is very nice indeed. Hierophant card, sure. still fits in with the idea of using tarot cards during the run, so technically we're still following the rules of the challenge. It's just that our build has become ridiculous because randomly we've gotten one of those builds where every devil deal we enter just gives us really good items, and it's nice that way. We're like one brimstone or mom's knife away from basically having an incredible build that I would have liked on other characters, but instead we have a pretty reasonable build, which is making everything very easy. All in all, it's pretty good. All in all, life's pretty great right now, and I'm enjoying it. Probably could have used a nail instead of a bomb there, but I want to use my nail on this, because there's more than one thing. Now we got a black heart out of it instead. And we didn't need to use 4 bombs now, and that's much better, because we don't have 4 bombs, and that makes it a fine reasoning. But let us go on. Let us find our boss room and be done. Why? Where? Oh god, it could be anywhere. But then the things popped up and it says that we should have just gone left immediately. Though it might be a dead end, who knows? It might be a dead end indeed, and then we have to walk all the way around regardless. But there's also a chance that that is not the case, and yeah, I was right with that. I was afraid of that, but that's how it is sometimes. We'll just have to figure out some way to get down there. I'm pretty sure it will be in this direction, because this isn't... yeah, it's not an XL floor, so... I'm pretty sure this would have to be the way to go. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. Boop. No. That's not worth booping about. I will leave. I will leave and never come back. I don't want your pesky bombs blowing me up every day, but for some reason the game keeps giving me boom booms to shoot in my face. Ooh, what's this now? Suicide King. I can't use that. If I had guppies, if I had a dead cat, I would have done it immediately, even though it would have cost all of our soul hearts, and it would have been kind of a terrible idea. It would have been kind of fun, you know? But no, we don't have guppies dead cat body thing, so we're not gonna do that just yet. Unless we get it over here. I mean, the odds of us getting a devil deal are not exactly high right now, and that we probably won't get it. But if we do get it, I'm just gonna pop it immediately, just for the sake of having used it once, because you don't really get that many Suicide King cards to begin with, and even when you do get them, it's like you can rarely ever actually use them. So it's like, this is ridiculous, isn't it? This is just a ridiculous time to be living in. I couldn't remember, like, I knew we picked up Guppy's paw, but I couldn't remember what else we picked up, so I've just picked it up just in case. But we're not flying, so that's kind of sad. Devil does the same thing as the Book of Belial. We're just gonna keep going. I don't need anything else. I've got everything I need right here to finish this challenge. I had everything I needed to finish the challenge about 15 floors ago, but now I have even more things that I need to finish the challenge. Everything's all good. Might as well open all these. Oh yeah, sure. Give us a goat head. Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't that be the case? Also, apparently, like, the knife does more damage in melee range than when like, I couldn't really figure out how much damage the knife actually does when you throw it. And according to the internet, it deals, like, your tear damage times 2 every tick when you have it in melee range, but I couldn't quite figure out how much damage it actually does when you just throw it. But it still seems to do quite a lot of damage, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Not really sure, but oh well. Doesn't really matter too much. As long as we can beat this challenge, then the amount of damage our knife is dealing at the time doesn't really need to be represented numerically, because we know we would have won regardless. Nothing else in this game is actually shown numerically, so having numbers isn't actually always that useful, unless you have some sort of gauge that says this is how much number is and how much of a bar goes away upon hitting that number, and nah, but that probably exists somewhere out there, but I haven't looked for it, which is why I do not know. This is why I do not know. One day we will learn, but today is not that day. Alright, let's use all these books except for the middle one. Book of Secrets acts as a compass. Book of Revelations gives us a soul heart. The Nail gives us a soul heart. Is also not a book, but I mean, you could try reading it. There probably are some words written down on this nail. It's greed! Like, look at how much damage this thing does when you throw it. It's so good. But who knows what the actual numbers are? Someone probably does, but I do not. But that's fine, because we're nearly done with this challenge anyway. All we need to do is throw some knives in that general direction, follow our wonderful compass effect that we got going on thanks to the Book of Secrets, and toss down a lover's card to make some hearts appear. So, strength card gives you like a damage up. It also makes you bigger, and that's pretty great, because if you have 2 of them, it actually makes you really big. Like, look at how large if you have the magic mushroom right now as well, then we would have basically just been gigantic, and it would have been hilarious. But we're already pretty big compared to you. Like, look at how big we are in comparison to the trophy we're getting. It's kind of hilarious to me. And one thing you can do, might as well go in here. One thing you can do is, like, you can get a Jera rune, and you can make it into a whole bunch of strength cards. And that can be hilarious, because if you also have an item called a blank card, you can just keep using whatever item is currently in, like, your slot for tarot cards and whatnot. Like, the blank card just has the effect of whatever tarot cards in your hand. And if that happens to be Jera, and if you have some way to recharge it over and over, you can just have like 1,000,000 strength cards and just be bigger than the entire screen. And I do hope that happens one day. I feel like I've said this before, but now at least you have some sort of a general idea, because now we're just about the same size as the trophy, whereas previously we were like a full head bigger. Strength cards are awesome. But yeah, super fan has appeared in the basement. That's going to be a thing that will appear in future runs, hopefully. It's a pretty okay item. It's pretty okay. And that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 challenges or something like that. We're almost halfway done with challenges. That's amazing. Unless I count it wrong, which is entirely possible. No, it's yeah, it's 11. But yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be some of the future videos that are coming up, and we will hopefully see you there. There's still 2 that are locked, but one of those things requires me to basically be lucky in another one, and the other challenge requires me to beat the challenge that is also currently still locked. So it's like, you know, we'll get there one day. Not now. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.